Seibert now to kick this thing away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. Got a man. That's Allison. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. And then
got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. Escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in there. And he is 26 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. These two teams all tied after one. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jannard Avery showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
20. Check pass. Check pass.
1st down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dean Lowry able to get him for a loss of about 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
42's Mike. 42's Mike. Let's go. Mike's 40.
Alert, 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 alert. Ain't no 7. Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check, check. Mike 42. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, 133.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Point it right.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, wahoo.
I'm coming up to you.
Pistol.
Twist.
Protein spill. Pistol.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Shift. Up, drop it.
Watch the twist.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because
this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, here's Williams. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got Adams on the hookup, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second and 10, Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Mayfield finding Beckham. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Go, go. Hey, 133. Done.
From the 38, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was looking for Landry that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield, caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 93's the regular.
Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, Scott. Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.